This is what the evidence I have. Pulsed microwaves were used to cause harm way back in 1949. That's documented. Both neurological and physiological harm. In 1972, which is the first I can go back to, 5G was used as a weapon. It was used for crowd control, again to cause neurological and physiological harm. That goes back to 72. In 1997, it was further developed. It was developed over those years, but then in 1997, 1 to 35 gigahertz was introduced as a better crowd control weapon. 5G in this country tends to start at 28 gigahertz, according to my knowledge. So you're well in the 5G band here, 1 to 35 gigahertz. Again, used as crowd control. In 1990, President Reagan initiated Sleeping Beauty, which was to microwave people mainly when they weren't realised they were being microwaved. And in between 72 and 97, you had Operation Pandora. That was, again, run on thousands, tens of thousands of people, and again was a big, successful microwave weapons system.
Was it a population psychologically subdue them program, Barry?
You could do anything with Pandora, anything at all. In 1963, this is interesting, and it's just for the conspiracy theorists, but I think there's something in this. In 1963, President Kennedy gave a talk to, I think it's Columbia University, and his talk was on microwaves causing harm and preventing what we have now, the systems. And he said, I am going to stop this. I'm not going to have microwave weapons. I'm not going to have microwaves in the population. The following week, he was shot. Is that a coincidence?
Absolutely.
The World Health Organization experts.
I'll put that loosely, Barry, by the way. Loosely.
Yeah, a World Health Organization advisor actually came out and said, stop 5G. I've got some names again. A World Health Organization advisor said, stop 5G. Then it was known to kill birds, cattle, tadpoles, insects. 350 environmental organizations from 96 countries have said, stop 5G. The Californian firefighters, I've had a lot to do with, Californian firefighters have an exemption from 5G. It's the legal bill 649, and the firefighters are exempt 5G because of its complicated dangers to their health. UK, I've got the 5G frequencies 28, 38, 60, 72, 73 gigahertz running either edge of those. Transmitters about every 150 meters, give or take. There's a new weapon just been brought out called active denial. Its nickname is the Growler. I know it is just above the 5G range, but it is in the 5G. It's above what they are putting out from the lampposts, but it is still in the 5G range. It's 95 gigahertz. And I do know from military people that it was tested on special forces and it just brought them straight to their knees. So at this point, 5G has been used as a weapon for crowd control by governments, and still is. A professor of medicine has said that nature has no defense against 5G, or in fact the other Gs, but they're all going to be mixed together anyway. Professor Emeritus Professor Martin Paul, you would have heard of him.
Yeah, I know Martin, yeah.
I gave a talk with him in the States. I shared a platform with him. Threefold damage to the sperm and the egg, phased array, constructive interference, and he confirms that insects that have a high surface area to volume ratio would be specifically damaged by this. A lot of people are coming up with that. For humans, and I agree with this from my own physiological training, it's going to affect the eyes of humans quite a lot. And I agree with him when he says it will cause cataracts, retina problems, glaucoma, macular degeneration, and kidney problems. A professor from Sussex University has said putting 5G on all the lampposts, which is what they're doing, will cause basically an insect Armageddon, because insects hover around lampposts, and with their surface area to volume ratio, they will not survive it. There are already papers showing this. 5G has to be compliant because it has to be linked, as it is in other countries. It has to be linked to all radar systems, Wi-Fi, smart meters, hospital equipment. It's going to be in the Internet of Things, so they all have to be compatible with each other. So you're not just getting 5G, you're getting all of the other Gs and Wi-Fi all thrown into one.